I can remember clearly when I was very, very little, when I was a very little boy. When I go to visit my grandma, I say, Grandma, tell us stories. Grandma, tell us about the tortoise. Grandma, tell us about the journey of people that traveled from the Far East and came to Africa. Grandma, tell me all these things. I was very curious. I was a very curious little boy. And so, up until this time, I found out that that was one of the greatest gifts I had. So, I'm telling you today, why are you curious? Is there any curiosity that's in your mind? Why don't you find a way to learn from great people? So, like when I started developing the interest in learning from my grandma, I found out that it applied in every aspect of my life. So, right now, I'm curious to find out what is it I can learn from the world's greatest achievers. When you hear the names like Elon Musk, Warren Buffett, you hear the names of people that are very important and successful, like Donald Trump, okay? All these important businessmen, you ask yourself, what can I learn from them? You see, if you want to find out a way to become successful, okay, the secret is this: copy until you become. Copy until you become. There is just nothing new under the sun. Everything that you find in the present now has always been in antiquity. Everything that is happening right now, everything that people are doing to succeed right now, it has been done thousands of years ago by people that are not even here. So why don't you copy until you become? Sit down. The greatest people that have written that are successful in life, they've written books, they are on podcasts, they are in movies, they are in videos. Why not take the time now to watch those videos? You might say, oh, maybe I'm not going to learn anything. No, no, no. Or maybe it's just not my thing. I don't know how to read. No, you must develop it. Nobody is born with a desire to read books. Nobody is born with a desire to watch movies. Nobody is born with a desire to watch podcasts. These things are very boring. And you only find out that the boring things are the things that give you results in life. That's why you must put on the time and say, what can I learn from these successful people? Personally, from my experience, I've learned a lot of things. I've learned how to be disciplined. I've learned to understand that business is war and you must treat it as such. If you want to succeed in life, you must know that business is war and success is not emotional. If you want to succeed in life, you must understand that success is not emotional. You must understand that nobody owes you anything. Your parents do not know owe you anything. The government does not owe you anything. And it is up to you to decide what you want to do for your life. Look, you might, of course, when you're growing up, you might be limited by the things that your parents tell you and say, "Oh, don't do this. It's very dangerous for you." But when you grow up, you reach a point in your life where you see that there is nobody that's coming to save you. So I've learned a couple of things from these great world achievers, and I've come to understand that if you want to make money, you must learn to deal with people. You must strategize to know how to deal with customers, how to deal with suppliers, how to deal with distributors and customers and clients. See, this is the power. This is the almost ultimate thing. You must learn to develop these skills: communication skills, persuasion, emotional control. All these things, learn to develop these skills. Study psychology, study philosophy. I'm sure these guys will share it all the time. Of course, you must learn to develop this skill. It's something that not everybody has the time to understand, okay? And if you take the time now to say, I'm going to learn these things from these successful people, you are ahead of 99.9% of young boys who are sitting down on the couch watching TV. And if you don't want your life to be like that, you must always try envision yourself where you want to be 10 years from now. Because the things that you do now are going to compound into your future. And if you don't want a bad future, you must decide right now that you want the best for yourself. And so, like always, my friend, I always try to make sure that I share with you the things that I find valuable, and I hope that this strikes a bell and that you find it very valuable too, and that you would like to leave a comment whatever you think about this subject I'm sharing with you right now. And I'll see you in the next one. This is my little gift from me to you, and I hope it rings a bell.